What's up, guys? Today in this video, which I'm actually gonna be posting, three videos. One on the functionality, how to control it with the remote, but this one is gonna be talking about the tank and what it looks like when you unbox it, and yeah. But the second one, I'm gonna open up the inside, let you see what it is, talk about it, talk about why I think Henglong tanks are actually better than Tamiya and all of that. Although I've never owned a Tamiya, but I've controlled a Tamiya. And this thing seems to control just as well as a Tamiya. But what we have here is a 1/16 scale M1A2 Abrams Henglong brand. So what makes this thing so great is the fact, for its price, which I got it off Amazon, which you always want to go off Amazon, okay? If you don't like online shopping, I'm sorry, but it seems like the only way that I'm aware of getting a Henglong, my hands on one of these things. It is made in China, but I think it is very nicely built and durable for a Chinese-made tank. But what I'm getting at here is the fact that, yeah, it's 1/16 scale, and the when you unbox it, it comes out of the box without any of the black, basically, paint here, 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 over here too. F43, even without the brand on there. I chose to put that there. And under the chain here, there, I believe, yeah, back here and back there. This is the hardest places to install it. So here, what am I getting at? It's a pretty nice durable tank. Just don't run it in water. You can, just make sure you don't run it in water that is deeper than this bottom sprocket, although you can go up to here. But these plugs, I'm not sure if they're waterproof, because if you remove these plugs, there's screws under there to where you can unscrew the screw and then take these out for cleaning. All of these things comes with the plug for a front wheel, as you can see up in there. I have a plug in there too, but for the longest time I couldn't even get that in there. I had to take the whole top off and then plug that in there and then put it back on. Anyway, it's proportional throttle, proportional steering, plastic tracks, although you could get upgraded version that either has metal gears and plastic tracks, or you could go for the full maxed out version, which has metal tracks, metal wheels. This is metal already, but it'll come metal too, along with metal gearing, metal tracks, and metal these. So it's like it'll have some pretty realistic effects to it all. This thing looks pretty real too. You can see those tracks are actually pretty dirty. I've been using it for a while. The other thing you have to assemble is just this little box here. You have to snap on these, and these are snap-on parts. This little thing here, the back basket, which I found pretty hard to put in. You have to put together the gun, no glue, just put together snap pieces. These smoke grenade launchers, you have to put the box back there. That comes in two pieces. This, which I don't know what that is. This, although the chains, you probably saw the chains. The chains I bought and put on myself. So I went to Hobby Lobby, bought 9 feet of chain, and I just kind of put it on the little tow hook in there. Yeah, or it's not really a tow hook, but a little tow ring. Just put it up in there, so that way it just makes it look badass. At least in my eyes, it does. Has some really nice LED headlights, although you're probably thinking I might be sarcastic because they look plastic and painted over. But however, yes, they painted over those, but even though those are painted over, you can see really well in darkness. And you can see well far in front of you with those headlights lit up. Let's see here. Put some more chain back here. Yeah, put chain back here, just in a simple looping pattern throughout the tow hooks here. Just in case I get stuck, I could get my other RC vehicles, like my tow truck, and tie it up here. Well, that's if I could hook it on there without using my hands, although that's pretty hard to do. I've done it like only twice out of the couple of weeks I've owned this thing. And, you know, pull it out. And I happen to use this chain to play tug of war with an RC airplane I have that is probably 3 times longer than this RC Tank 1. It's pretty incredible. Gasoline powered plane. Just got demolished by this thing. It does shoot 6mm BBs, which if you put them in, I usually just see this gun is, I think you're supposed to have this gun facing like that, but I always put it like that because why the hell would someone sit in a hatch with a gun facing like that when they could just sit there and hold it like that? But anyway, based off your own preference. This is where you put the BBs. On the earlier models of Hang Long, there used to be a switch under this trigger which you can switch on for the airsoft to work, or you can switch off for the airsoft not to work. But you can load about, it says only put 60 in there, but I put 90. So, there's a hatch here. It's a little hard to get. And as you can see, there's nothing in there, although there's a leaf in there, but oh well. Pretty nice. Machine guns can move around. It's pretty dope, pretty lit. The antennas, you know how every RC vehicle has an antenna, or most. I don't know if most of the Traxxas ones do anymore, but you know. But anyway, it comes with these antennas. Comes with these little metal prongs that are already fastened on there, which basically you just push these things on there. It's kind of hard to do, and it gives it that extra realistic antenna look. Let's see here. This, yeah, LED brake lights, headlights over here. Tow rope fake, just push that in. Anyway, the decals. You ever had a tattoo where basically, like, you know those fake tattoos as a little kid, where basically what you do is you peel off the paper side, or basically you peel off the plastic side and the tattoo comes off with, so then you put it on your arm, then like you rub it with a wet paper towel or something, or a wet washcloth, and then you peel off the plastic like 5 minutes later, and then boom, it's there. It's like that with this, but you put the clear side on, you push it like that, just run your finger over it, peel it off 15 minutes later, slowly and carefully, and then it's on there. But this is permanent, so it's pretty dope. Put the F2 there, F43, don't know what you call that. Named it Carnivore. I put the Hang Long brand up here, so that way if people always ask me, you know, after looking at it intensely while I'm out there using this thing, they always end up asking me, is this a Tamiya model? I'm like, no. Are you crazy? This thing doesn't even have as much detail as a Tamiya model. For instance, I'm pretty sure these things would be colored black. And yeah, but... and they would have weathered detail. Although this kind of has a two-tone, sort of, throughout the place. But anyway, I suggest not running it in sand, because then you have to take all these plugs out and screw everything and clean it out, because you hear this awful grinding. Although I haven't had any get into the gearbox, although I've had some, but nothing to worry about. But anyway, what's my point? Where am I getting at? Oh yeah, the Hang Long brand tanks, they happen to have M1A2 Abrams, a 2A6 Leopard, which is the modern day German MBT, main battle tank, a Leopard, but as I know, one person in this world happens to call it a Leopard, but I think we all know it's called a Leopard. They have a Panzer. I believe they have a Stug. They have like a Panzer III, but I believe they have a Stug 3. I'm not sure. I think that was a custom built, but I'm not sure. They do have a KV-1, T3485. They do have, let's see here. Oh yeah, Tiger 1 and King Tiger, or also known as the Tiger 2, which I'm going to be getting in March, and I'll make a video in around March 29th for my birthday about that. And I'm going to be getting a Hanglong brand, although I think it's a partnership, a Hanglong brand RC military truck 4x4 scale crawler. Has leaf springs. It's toy grade though, but the only thing toy grade about it is the remote and the steering servo. It has proportional throttle, but not steering. This thing has proportional throttle and steering, which is very nice. Proportional turret, which means you know, blah blah blah. But the barrel movement up and down is not proportional, which is pretty sad. But I think that about covers it. If I didn't cover everything and you have some questions, just ask me in the comments and I'll make a video answering your question, or if you're someone that I know, I'll just answer it over Snapchat. So basically that's it. Like the video, subscribe, turn on notifications, and on the next video in a few minutes will be about the inside of the tank and all of that. So, deuce.